we obviously made that change in name from Melbourne Olympic Park to Melbourne Park around this time last year, actually. And what that signalled was trying to, change not just the business, but how people saw us from a collection of venues, awesome venues, but just really, we've got some, Rod Laver Arena, people know us as, or Amy Park, but really trying to make Melbourne Park a destination. And that's changing that in the vernacular of Melburnians and Australians and globally, to be honest. But it's also, organisationally and culturally, how we make that shift is just not as easy as you would think. I think the name sort of now rolls off the tongue from Melbourne Olympic Park to Melbourne Park. But for us, it's now how we build Melbourne Park as a destination, and a 365-day-a-week destination, not just when people are coming to Rod Laver Arena for an event or over to Amy Park to watch the soccer or rugby. It's actually Melbourne Park as a destination, just like Madison Square Garden would be and some of those amazing precincts around the world. So there's still that transition that we're working on to be a really strong brand-led destination. And along with that, and the second sort of huge piece of work is understanding the long-term vision for our precinct. And that's in terms of infrastructure, but most importantly, it's around experiences. What are our fans' expectations for Melbourne Park over the next 20 years? And then how do we start that master planning vision to design a new and exciting precinct that meets the needs of the year-round fan, but also the Australian Open fan for the next, 20 to 40 years? Because it's pretty obvious for anyone who came on site over January, we had 100,000 people coming to the precinct every day. We're at capacity. So there's one thing that we know for sure, we've really got to start designing for the future.